Hey guys, so this is the Baird implant course review. I've not finished the course yet. We are 2 modules in out of 9 or 10. And I thought I would do kind of like a rolling through the course, kind of rolling review. I put up the story in the last 3-4 hours and we already had 100 positive responses, so just gonna go for it. I finished module 2 yesterday. I guess the first thing we should say is if you're not interested in implant dentistry, this is probably not the video for you, but hit like, hit save and send it to somebody who is, so they can benefit. So do that if that's not your kind of dentistry that you want to be involved in. But yeah, Baird implant review. It's the British Academy of Implant and Restorative Dentistry, run by Hassan and Victoria. And so far it's been really, really good. On module 1, we had a basic introduction into implant dentistry, an introduction into the philosophy that we're going to be kind of carrying out when we do our implants, restoratively driven implant dentistry. So I was very excited about that, as opposed to surgically driven or something like that, because the end result is going to be what is the patient looking for? They're looking for a tooth. They're looking for something that they can see in their mind, in their mouth. They buy a tooth, they don't buy an implant. So that was one of the reasons that I was really, really keen to get on this course as opposed to any others that were kind of on my radar. This seemed to be the best of the lot, taking us from more simple to a little bit more advanced cases. So, into pretty good level after one course. So of course, there's way more beyond kind of what the Baird implant course is going to teach me, which you can go to full arch and all kinds of things. But if you're bread and butter kind of implants, I think this is a really good course, which is why I kind of picked it up on it, and why I've gone for it. And so far I haven't been disappointed. Of course it's expensive, and I think that's something that you do have to consider. All of these courses have a price attached to them. If you're not going to be doing the dentistry kind of that you learn, there's no point doing these courses. So I think that goes without saying. So if you are interested in the implant side of dentistry and you want to do these cases, and you're definitely going to do some cases, then for sure I would enroll. But let's talk about module 1. We started off on day 1 kind of with a overview of implant dentistry and maybe what kind of cases we were going to be doing by the end, and that kind of got me enthused, and could see how it could help me in my practice and add another kind of string to my bow. Anterior cases as well as posterior cases, so that was really good. We talked about, again, restoratively driven, so we were thinking about the end first, prosthesis first, and worked backwards from the prosthesis into where we're going to place the implants, what considerations we're going to make, some classifications of how to assess the work afterwards. So that was really, really good. Sorry, I've been struggling with a little bit of a cold recently. But anyway, yeah, so that was day 1. And then on day 2, there's a lot more on day 1. It's a whole full day's worth of lecture and practicals. So, getting there at 8:45, leaving at 6:30. So you're really getting kind of a lot of teaching for your money, and got a really, really good group as well. Some good guys and girls in the group, so really happy to be on it and meet some new people as always. Day 2 was more of the same, building upon what we'd learned on day 1, and also very practical as well. So we got hands on the actual drills, going through the sequences. We're doing Strawman with this particular case, so that was really good as well, to actually get a feel for what we're going to be using, go through the sequence of drills and where we would place in certain instances. I've got a first-hand kind of experience of doing it, which I had not had before. I'm someone with not much surgical experience and not much implant experience. I've not even seen the implant being placed live outside of YouTube and Instagram, so that was really fun for me to get ahead and do that. Yeah, and then day 3 again, we just built again further upon what we'd learned, and I was kind of very happy with how that went, and went away after the first weekend and started speaking about implants to my patients, and you know, bringing a few onto the course, a few of these cases onto the course already. So already seeing how I can add it into my practice. So that's obviously the whole point, adding something new to your practice. So yeah, that was module 1. Already getting quite quite enthused by the whole thing. Really apologize for my voice, it's going a little bit of tea. And then this weekend just gone was module 2. So this is a 2-in-1 module review, if you like. And again, it was really, really good. We got through a bit more cone beam CT analysis. It was a little test on anatomy. So there was some homework to do from the first module, and had a little kind of pop quiz to get your head back in anatomy and the important things that you might need to think about. It was really, really good. So kind of gave me flashbacks to the not fun parts of uni, you know, revising. So plus positive and negative there, I guess. So yeah, then the cone beam CT was a lot of what we're talking about, looking at mental nerve, you know, tracking it through the mandible on an actual scan. Gave us the software on our laptops to go away with, and some scans to download and play with at home as well. So I've got to be doing that and finding a laptop that will actually take the software, because for some reason Carestream haven't updated their software. So if you're from Carestream, or send this to Carestream and tell them they need to update their software so people with Macs can use it. So a bit of homework for you guys. Yeah, so we've got some scans to go home with and work on, and hopefully get better at reading the scans and spotting things. So we've got to do those. So you know, it's not a course where you're going on the days and then don't think about it. You've actually got work to go and do, so you've got to learn and pick things up. And then on the third day, so again, second day, we had a practical on Pig's Head, which, have a look at the photo I took, which had some little lights behind me. You need to go and like that photo, of course, and and check it out. But on the third day, we had a full day lecture series from Prof Crawford, Baird, who's worked obviously in the UK, in the States, in Canada, and I think it was Abu Dhabi as well. So he's got a wealth of experience. So we learned a huge amount of kind of the management of implants across his career, and also because he was an early adopter, how things have changed and how he did things differently at the start and how he changed as time went on. I think that's really important for everyone, actually. If you are going through your career and you're not changing the way you do things, you need to have a little think, because times change. You know, composites got better, for example, from day 1 to where we are now. So you do have to keep up to date, and actually he had some really good insight there. So Prof Crawford is someone that I quite admire, actually, having not really known lots about him, but just known a little bit. Oh yeah, he does, you know, some pretty good implant cases, blah, blah, blah. I was really impressed by how he'd picked up his dentistry early doors and kept on evolving and changing with the times. And I think that's really important for us, either as young dentists or practicing dentists or dental students, to pick that up and make sure we continue that. So that was something I definitely learned. Definitely a huge lesson there. It's been good to have, you know, lectures from different people as well. So we've had, you know, 3 or 4 different speakers already to kind of gather some experience from, and some nuggets. So yeah, I think so far so good with regards to Baird course. Hopefully I will come back after each module as we go through the course. So there's going to be maybe 8 or 9 of these videos. So this is a 2-in-1, because I hadn't thought of doing it up until yesterday. So yeah, I'll be doing some more of these. Let me know what you think. Let me know questions actually down below, and maybe I will do a separate video afterwards answering your questions. If you have questions about the course, what kind of things we've been learning, what kind of things that it might be able to help you with if you're interested in doing it, and hopefully everyone's going to benefit from it. Anyway, thanks guys. I'm not going to make it longer than 10 minutes because I think that's just a bit too long for IGTV or YouTube or whatever. If you're watching on Instagram, hit like, hit save, really important these days, and share it to somebody who might be interested in going in the course. If you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, drop a comment in the comment section down below, and again, share it to somebody who might benefit and might want to go on the course. And yeah, if you've got questions and you don't want to put them in the comments, just send me a DM and I'll be sure to try and get through to them as soon as I can. I'm not brilliant with my DMs, unfortunately, but I'm trying my best to keep up as well as have a life outside of the internet. Anyway, guys, that's it from me. I will catch you all later, and hopefully you all have a good one.